Hey everybody, this is Emmy. I just want to thank all my AML supporters for wanting to help me and my kids. I still haven't created my wish list, but I have no problem with giving my address out. But Mel don't want me to because there are a lot of weirdos that are out here on the internet that watch these videos and God forbid somebody come to my house on the wrong idea. But I am trying to get a phone. That was my whole goal and motive today. Um, but I want to talk about this police harassment that's going on down here in Kensington. Um, I was apprehended this morning around 11 o'clock on Ian Wishart, but that's not where they got me at. I went around there to see my little cousin. I was talking to him. I walked off the block. I went into the poppy store on Ian Clearfield, came out the poppy store on Ian Clearfield, and went through, walking through my park. Everybody know where my park is, McPherson Square. And he grabbed me right at F and Clearfield, the undercover cop, and was like, give me the shit you bought, give me the shit you bought. And I didn't buy anything. So I was very cooperative with them. They took me right, they had me walk back up in the rain to Ian Wishart, and they had a female cop come and search me. Now, in my jacket pocket, there was a cap of ice that I had traded with somebody. The boy needed a Suboxone. I had one Suboxone on me, and he was sick. I felt so bad that I traded with him, knowing that I can get this ice off. It's not an issue. So they found that in my pocket. They put me in handcuffs. Drove me around with another female that was in the car. And the one guy, the guy officer that was in the car with us, he was like, I don't even know if you're going to be locked up or not. You could be released. Because he fucked up, excuse my French, and lost the cat that they found on me. So now they had nothing on me. When we pull into Harrogate Plaza, there's a bunch of other narcotic cops out there. There's the cops that transfer you to the PDU, and this heavy-set black woman who was a police officer walked over to the car and was like, well, which one of these bitches is going to the PD or the PDU? And I said, damn, why is she calling us bitches? Like, we're not disrespecting her. We didn't do nothing wrong. And the male officer was like, I don't know. I need a few minutes because she might not be going nowhere. He got out, talked to his higher up officer, and he came back into the car and asked his partner, like, what should we do? Should we let her go? And the female partner was like, yeah, just let her go. So they let me go from Harrogate Plaza. I had to walk all the way back down here. They threw my pocketbook. They threw all my stuff away at Ian Wishart in a trash can. I had to go back to Ian Wishart just to get my belongings. They almost threw my little wallet out with my money in it. I had to argue them down with it, like, that's my money, please don't throw it away. Like, and they were just real nasty. Like, these cops don't have they don't have a good bone in them as far as when it comes to us out here. And yes, I'm struggling because it's just me right now. And like, they don't care. You could be sitting down on the sidewalk. You don't have to have no drugs in front of you. You could be sitting there coloring, and that's obstruction of the highway, and they will lock you up. The police harassment that's going on down here right now is ridiculous. It is straight redundant. They don't care about nothing. They give you your ad. They give you their ass to kiss like you did something or you owe them something. I think that Sherelle Parker is really is getting out of hand with this shit because she's just making people want to rebel. She's not making it comfortable enough for us to be like, all right, well, let's follow these rules and directions. I understand, we all understand that none of us that use, okay, I'm putting myself in this too, want children to see anything. You know what I mean? But you do have ones that are way out there that just don't care. And you know, we try to stop that too because it's not fair. You to take it and we use it like this. Like, imagine if that was our children and we had our kids come outside on the block and we seeing all these people with needles and bubbles and pipes and they just getting high and they don't care, or they're shitting and pissing in front of kids. Like, I understand where they're coming from with that. I totally understand. I have 4 children and one on the way that's 5. I wouldn't want my kids to see any of this. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And these police officers are just making it so hard. They're making it so hard for people to want to follow directions and want to follow the rules and want to help them and make it a better, you know, like, and make it a better place. Everybody's just like on some shit like, excuse my French, but fuck y'all. The way they treat it, they, like, if we're sitting on the ground, they walk up and kick us. They don't tap us, they kick us. Like, we're not dogs, we're human beings. You know what I mean? I've been doing this now out here. I've been on these streets for 15 years. 15 years, that's a long time, you feel me? So after they let me go, before they locked me up, I was in a little market that they just opened up around the corner right here on F in Kensington, and I bought a bunch of things for my house. Things that I needed, like mouse traps and Mr. Lean for my floor. They didn't take the mop. They didn't take my mop, y'all. I had my snacks in it, like my Coca-Cola, bags of chips, my, you know, little dumb shit. And I sat with so-called friends that I thought we known each other for so long. We slept in the park together as homeless, you know, like being homeless and rocked out in here with each other, that they would never take my bag from me. They would never go in my pocketbook and take something out of it. And once again, I proved myself wrong. And it hurts because it's like, they just don't give a fuck what it is. If they can see it, they can make $1 out of it, they're gonna do it. And I'm just over everything. People don't know what they do or what kind of harm that they cause when they take shit from people. Like, I was so proud of myself about going into the store and buying shit for my house. And they robbed me. They went in my pocketbook, took things out. You know, everybody down in Kensington, we go to Prevention Point, we get free works, we sell them. That's a way of making money. And they took the 2 bags of 5/8 that I had, and they took a little dumb shit. But it had to be somebody that I knew, because they didn't take certain things, they just took whatever they seen up top. And like, I'm really starting to see that this is not like it used to be. Like, people used to look out for one another. People used to, oh, she sleep, I got her, I'm gonna hold her shit down. I'm not gonna let nobody touch her, I'm not gonna let nobody go near her. Now it's all about what they can get off of you. They'll run up in your pockets if they sleep and don't give a fuck about it. Won't care. Bunny rabbit ear the shit out of you and just walk off like nothing happened. I just really want to thank everybody first of all, I want to thank Mel, because he's been with me since day one, since my very first interview with Tioga Park. Through the ups and downs, he is a true friend. Regardless of what motherfuckers might say when they try to bash him and all this extra shit, Mel is a true friend. And when people send him things for certain people, if he can't find them or get a hold of them, that's not his fault. That's not his fault. He'll try to hold on to it as long as he can, but if somebody else might need what they send, he's gonna give it to them. And I don't hold that against him at all. I really wanna get a phone so I can go on AML and go to Under the Views and write back certain people and let them know my address personally on a DM or on the View, like, so y'all can start sending things for the baby. Just yesterday, I had somebody take a whole big bag of clothes that I had for me for down here, and I had bought my daughter Zori some Bluey stuff because she loves this new cartoon Bluey, and they took that. They don't give a fuck what it is that they take. They don't care. They're just gonna take it. If they think they can make $1 off of it, they're gonna do it. I say that to say this, like, I need help in any which way, shape, or form. I'm asking that, you keep me and my kids in your prayers. And just know that I'm trying. And that it's really hard. It's really, really hard. But I'm getting a lot of eye openers, and I'm starting to see that no matter what I do, I'm gonna get. If you always did what you always, if you always do what you always did, you always gonna get what you always got. And 9 times out of 10, I'm always getting the same result. So that means that I gotta take a step back, take a deep breath, and really analyze what the fuck is going on and what am I doing? My husband is doing everything that he's supposed to do, and my main goal, my main objective for the day was to try to get me and him a phone. I had to get one because they stole my other one, of course, and he needs one because he's in a recovery house. And he needs to be able to do the job search and have them be able to call him back and everything like that. And certain people knew that. And I feel like what they took from me was just out of spite, because I was trying to do the right thing with it. But I want to thank everybody, all the AML viewers again, for supporting me, for always thinking about me, or, sending Mel stuff for me. Sometimes I do receive it, sometimes I don't, but that's on my own fault because Mel can't get a hold of me. And it's not peaches and cream down here right now, y'all. It's not what it used to be. These cops don't care.
So y'all got a citation just for cutting hair, and they said I was blocking the sidewalk.
Yeah, like, that's ridiculous.
Right?
People can't even come out and give out food anymore.
It's hard.
Yo, they can't even pull up like they used to and give out food for the people that are out here struggling, hungry, homeless with nothing. Anytime they pull up on the side right here in McPherson Square and they try to give out food, the cops automatically pull up and tell them to move, or they're going to give them a ticket. If they don't have a permit, they're going to give them a ticket. There's certain organizations like Savage Sisters that comes out on the weekend and, gives out supplies for everybody. They told them that they needed another permit because their permit wasn't valid enough for them. And they've been using their permit for the past 4 years and never had a problem. Like, Sherelle Parker really needs to sit back and just think about what she's doing. Like, you sitting there saying that you're trying to do good for the greater good and help people get off the streets, but you're not doing nothing but making people rebel. And excuse me, but she's an addict herself, fighting 2 DUI cases. So how dare you shun upon another addict? How dare you? Like, I just feel like I got a voice, and I'm gonna start speaking up.
Yeah, you should. And you have a baby too, so you got to be easy, and think about your baby. So now with the baby, Emma, you think it's gonna be a problem leaving the hospital with the baby? You think they're going to try to take the baby from you? No,
I'm going into a Mommy and Me program. I'm not leaving that hospital with my child and going back to my apartment. No, I am not. I am going into a Mommy and Me program. I'm not telling nobody when I'm going in to have them. I'm not even telling the father when I'm going in to have them because of what I went through with Zori. And I'm going to have my child. I'm going to keep my kids, and I'm going to fight for Zoriana too.
And that's what people concerned online, that they're going to take the baby from you.
Yeah, I mean, DHS, of course, is going to be involved. They've been involved with all my kids, besides my oldest, my son. And by the grace of God, I was thankful for that. But, as long as I do whatever they need me to do by their guidelines, I'm fine. I have a home. It's not like I'm homeless. But going into a Mommy and Me will just make it look better. And I'm not going to go in right after I had. I'm going to go in before I have them. That was my whole plan. But it's hard when you don't have nobody, or you don't have the means to be able to get the things that you need to go in there. And That's my biggest problem, and I feel like that's where I keep. No, I'm gonna wait until I get this, so I can do this, and I can get that. But time is ticking, time is of the essence, and time is not on my side. So, I mean, I don't know if I had a phone, I would give y'all my number to call me.
You'll get a phone. Just a matter of time.
But I am going away within the next week or two. I'm out of here. I'm going into any Mommy and Me program that they put me in.
And we'll be there for you, that's for sure. And that's our main concern for you to go somewhere so that way you won't get your baby taken away from you.
My daughter, my baby's dad wants me to change my insurance from Philadelphia to like Delaware, or not Delaware, to Delaware County or Chester County, so I can go into a better Mommy and Me program instead of the ones here in Philly, because I did Gaudensia multiple times at a Mommy and Me, and I don't want to go back to. They're not going to send me up by near my house, which is Gaudensia and New Image. They're going to send me to Gaudensia Winners, which is on 19th and Tioga, and that's where I started smoking crack, y'all. I'm not trying to go back there. So yeah, that's something I'm going to be working on for the next 2 weeks, is trying to change my insurance so I can go into a better program for me and my baby, and hopefully be able to get visits with Zori on the weekend, because that's where she's at. Like, that's where her case is at. She's not in Philadelphia system. She's in Delaware County or Chester County, because that's where her grandmother lives. Her grandmother lives in Upper Darby. So I am very upset. I wasted my last couple of dollars on these things from my house, and I was so proud of myself, and they're taken. Lord knows if I'm going to be able to find them.
Lesson learned, you know.
Yeah, that's very big lesson learned.
Yeah.
But I was just so tired from crying and having, been apprehended this morning and not really getting no sleep last night, that when I sat down and after I got done eating, I passed out. And that was my own dumb fault. My own stupid fault.
Do you feel bored when you are home alone?
Yeah, because I don't have no TV or I don't have no phone right now, so it's like I'm in there staring at four walls, all these, and it's just like it's not.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap things up, Emma.
Okay.
We're gonna stay connected to you, and we'll see how things go with the Mommy and Me program. And once you get in there, I'll give you my number. We'll go to the store after this, and I'll write my number down for you, and we'll stay connected. We're rooting for you always, hoping to see you win in life. So guys, yeah, no doubt. Don't be bitter, be blessed, or don't be bitter, be better. Anything you'd like to add before we close?
No, I just want to thank everybody for your concern and for wanting to help me and wanting me to make this wish list. If I knew how to make it, I would. If I had the phone to make it, I would. But yeah, I just want to give a really big thank you. My viewers at AML.
How many months are you now?
I will be 7 in 2 days.
Do you want any more kids after this?
No, my tooth are getting tied, cut, burnt, taken out. They can take everything out. They can take everything out. I don't want no more after this. No more.
All right, y'all. Peace out.